On the current leaderboard, Sputnik NZ and Cesare Yilmaz are in pole position, followed closely by Gary, 710, and Laserlost. Biflashar and Super Lacroix are currently in 20th place, while Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is in 21st place. Stay tuned for more updates. In the latest lap, Gary, 710, and Laserlost moved up to 3rd place, while Sputnik NZ and Cesare Yilmaz took 2nd place. NYST 149 and Hyundai 101 are currently in 3rd position. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express moved up to 3rd, passing NYST 149 and Hyundai 101. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are currently in 5th. Judah Smoker Blunt and Nikem Bakum are in 7th place. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 started in 9th position, while MYST 149 and Hyundai 101 were in 5th place. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 dropped to 10th position, and Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun were in 7th place. Currently, Midnight Black 423 is in 8th place, Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are in 7th. Midnight Black 423 is 0.4 seconds behind Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose DeGun. Meanwhile, White is in 2nd place, trailing behind Sputnik NZ Cesare Yilmaz by 0.3 seconds. Midnight Black 423 is 0.3 seconds behind Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose DeGun in 7th. Resulti Adhar and Jasak 72 are battling Kokubai 90, Wayne Train 94 for 9th. White is 0.4 seconds behind Sputnik NZ Cesare Yilmaz in 1st. Currently, Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 4th place, trailing behind Buck's Row from Team Quark Express. White is in 2nd place, but just barely behind Sputnik NZ Cesare Yilmaz, who is leading the race. Currently, Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 4th place, 0.5 seconds behind Buck's Row. Midnight Black 423 is in 8th place, 0.5 seconds behind Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose DeGun. Judah Smoker Blunt and Nikem Bakum are in 6th place, 0.3 seconds behind Gary, 710, and Laserlost. Midnight Black 423 is in 8th place, 0.4 seconds behind Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose DeGun. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 5th place, right behind MYST 149 and Shondai 101. Judas Smoker Blunt and Nikem Bakum are in 6th, trailing behind Gary, 710, Laserlost. Resultiadhar and Jasak 72 overtook Blackhawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose to gun for 8th place. MYST 149 and Shondai 101 are in 4th position, with a best lap of 2:01.999, trailing the leaders by 2.879 seconds. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 5th place, with a best lap of 2:03.221, 4.101 seconds behind the leaders. Judas Smoker Blunt and Nikem Bakum are currently in 6th place, just 0.3 seconds behind Gary, 710, and Laserlost. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are 0.1 seconds behind MYST 149 and Shondai 101. MYST 149 and Shondai 101 are currently in 4th place, just 0.2 seconds ahead of Gary, 710, Laserlost in 5th place. Meanwhile, Gary, 710, Laserlost is only 0.1 seconds behind MYST 149, Shondai 101. In 6th place, we have Judas Smoker Blunt Nikem Bakum trailing by 0.2 seconds. And in 14th place, Neo Texum is chasing Runitz Planetnik just 0.4 seconds behind. Lastly, Gary, 710, Laserlost is holding onto their 5th place position, with a 0.2 second lead over Judas Smoker Blunt Nikem Bakum in 6th place. In the race so far, Gary, 710, and Laserlost lost 5th place to Judas Smoker Blunt and Nikem Bakum. MYST 149 and Shondai 101 are currently in 4th place, with a 0.4 second gap behind Buck's Row from Team Quark Express. Meanwhile, Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 6th place, trailing behind Judas Smoker Blunt Nikem Bakum by 0.2 seconds. Resultiadhar and Jasak 72 are in 8th place, 0.3 seconds behind Midnight Black for 2-3. Stay tuned for more updates. Currently, Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 6th place, trailing Judas Smoker Blunt Nikem Bakum in 5th. They are closely behind by 0.4 seconds. MYST 149, Shondai 101 holds the 4th position with a 0.4 second lead over Judas Smoker Blunt Nikem Bakum. In this race, Biflashar and Superlacroix are trailing behind Okyoki 3, Sarayan Bot. Neo Texum and V4L3N are currently in position 14. MYST 149 and Shondai 101 are ahead of Gary, 710, Laserlost. Judas Smoker Blunt and Nikem Bakum are chasing Buck's Row from Team Quark Express. Midnight Black for 2-3 is in 8th place, trailing Resulti, Adhar, Jasak 72. Judas Smoker Blunt and Nikem Bakum are in 4th place, chasing Buck's Row. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are currently in 6th place, attempting to catch up to MYST 149, Shondai 101. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are currently in 6th position, trailing NYST 149, Hyundai 101 by 0.3 seconds. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Amy are in 22nd position with a best lap of 2:15.189, 16.069 seconds off the fastest lap. Midnight Black for 2-3 is in 8th position, trailing Rizaldi, Adhar, Jalsak 72 by 0.4 seconds. Neo Texum and V4L3N are currently in 14th position, 0.5 seconds behind Runitz Planetnik in 13th position. Electric Mary is currently in 22nd place, trailing behind Hot Wheels Skid 01, Amy in 21st, Gary, 710, and Laserlost are holding steady in 6th. Neo Texum and V4L3N are in 14th, chasing Runitz Planetnik in 13th. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Amy are currently in 21st, just behind Bifashar Superlacroix in 20th. Judas Smoker Blunt and Nikembakum are currently in 4th place, trailing Buckseyes Row from Team Quark Express. MYST 149 and Hyundai 101 are in 6th place, battling with Rizaldi Adhar and Jalsak 72. In the previous lap, Rizaldi Adhar and Jalsak 72 were 2.3 seconds faster than MYST 149 and Hyundai 101. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 5th place, trailing Judas Smoker Blunt Nikembakum in 4th. Midnight Black for 2-3 is chasing after MYST 149, Hyundai 101 in 7th place, with a gap of 0.2s. Meanwhile, MYST 149, Hyundai 101 is trying to catch up to Midnight Black for 2-3 in 8th place, just 0.1s behind. Rizaldi Adhar and Jalsak 72 are currently chasing Gary, 710, Laserlost for 6th position. Gary, 710, and Laserlost just exited the pits. Silver is trailing Nikembakum, Paulo Custer 09 in 26th position. Runitz Planetnik is pursuing Neo Texum, V4L3NA for 14th place. In the recent events of the race, Runitz Planetnik overtook Neo Texum and V4L3N, a 4-position 13. Rizaldi Adhar and Jalsak 72 are trailing behind Judas Smoker Blunt Nikembakum in position 4. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Amy are currently in 21st place, just behind Bifashar Superlacroix in position 20. Gary, 710, and Laserlost have left the pits and are now in position 14. Rizaldi Adhar and Jalsak 72 are holding onto 5th place, narrowly ahead of Midnight Black for 2-3 in 6th position. In the race so far, Gary, 710, and Laserlost just exited the pits in 15th place. Midnight Black for 2-3 is currently in 6th place, trailing Rizaldi, Adhar, Jalsak 72 by 0.3 seconds. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 are in 9th place, trailing Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose, Dagun by 0.4 seconds. White is in 2nd place, trailing Sputnik NZZAO Maz by 0.4 seconds. Judas Smoker Blunt and Nikembakum are in 4th place, trailing Buckseyes Row from Team Quark Express by 0.3 seconds. In the race, Rizaldi Adhar and Jalsak 72 are in 6th place, just behind Midnight Black for 2-3. Judas Smoker Blunt and Nikembakum are in 4th place, trailing Buckseyes Row from Team Quark Express. Corazon Roto and Hyunwoo Siffer are in 15th place, right behind Haupt 03, R.A. Raphael. White is in second place, chasing Sputnik NZ Suzayo Mas, who is leading. MYST 149 and Hyundai 101 are in 7th place, right behind Rizaldi, Adhar, Jasak 72. Currently in the race, Judah Smoker Blunt and Niken Bakum are battling for 4th place, just behind Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express. Meanwhile, Midnight Black for 2-3 is close behind in 5th place. Hugged 03 and R.A. Raphael have just exited the pits and are now in 16th position. And Bo Bardo and Sean Gang are holding on to 24th place, slightly ahead of Nick Hembucken, Paulo Custer 09. Judah Smoker Blunt and Nick Hembucken are in 4th place, trailing Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express by 0.3 seconds. Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Amy just entered the pits in 21st position, while Hugged 03 and R.A. Raphael just exited the pits in 18th and 20th positions respectively. NYST 149 and Hyundai 101 currently hold 7th place. Midnight Black for 2-3 is currently in 6th position with a best lap of 2:01.035. Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express lost 4th position to Rizaldi Adhar and Jasak 72. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun entered the pits in 8th position. Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Amy exited the pits in 25th position. In this race, Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun exited the pits and are now in 10th position. Meanwhile, Bo Bardo and Sean Gang are in 23rd place, just ahead of Nick Hembucken, Paulo Custer 09 in 24th. Lastly, Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express is currently holding 5th position, with Midnight Black for 2-3 close behind in 6th. In this race, Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express lost position 5 to Midnight Black for 2-3. Midnight Black for 2-3 is currently in position 5, 0.1 ahead of Bucksize Row. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun exited the pits in position 14 but are now in position 15. Bucksize Row is currently 6th, 0.3 behind Midnight Black for 2-3, who was 0.9 faster last lap. MYST 149 and Hyundai 101 are currently in 7th place, trailing Bucksize Row in 6th. Hugged 03 and R.A. Raphael are in 20th place, chasing by Flashar Super Lacroix in 19th. Koki by 90 and Wayne Train 94 are in 8th place, just half a second behind MYST 149, Hyundai 101. Sputnik NZ and Suzayo Mas have just exited the pits and are now leading the race. Duff Dad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton moved up to position 8, overtaking Koka by 90 and Wayne Train 94. MYST 149 and Hyundai 101 are currently in position 7, trailing Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express in position 6. Midnight Black for 2-3 moved up to 4th place, being right behind Rizaldi, Adhar, Jasak 72. Noga 77 is currently 16th, 0.1 behind Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose, DeGun in position 15. Sputnik NZ and Suzayo Mas are exiting the pits and are now in position 9. Runitz Planetnik has also left the pits and is in position 13. Sputnik NZ and Suzayo Mas lost 9th place to Lacroix from Team Blast. Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Amy are currently 26th, 0.4 behind Twix 560, MD 162 in position 25. with Twix 560, MD 162 being 0.7 faster last lap. Midnight Black for 2-3 is chasing down Resulti at Har, Jasak 72 for position 3. Electric Mary is trailing by Fischer Superlacroix in position 20. Runitz Planetnik exits the pits in position 16. Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Amy are currently in 26th place. Sputnik NZ and Suzail Maz are in 10th place with a 2:00.251 lap time. Twix 560 and MD 162 are trailing behind in 26th place, while Koki by 90 and Wayne Train 94 just exited the pits in 8th place. Here's a recap of what's happened so far in the race. Koki by 90 and Wayne Train 94 are in 8th position. Smurf 20 and Luke Runs are in 22nd position, 4.7 seconds behind 21st place. MYST 149 and Shondai 101 are currently in 6th position, trailing behind Quark Express in 5th by 0.5 seconds. Hugged 03 and RRFIO made a move, overtaking Okyoki 3, Sarayan Bot. Corazon Roto and Hyunnon Cipher entered the pits in 13th place and came out in 12th. Koki by 90 and Wayne Train 94 also exited the pits. Newcambuchan and Paulo Custer 09 are currently in 24th place. MYST 149 and Shondai 101 are in 6th place, trailing behind Buxizero. Midnight Black for 2-3 is in 4th place, chasing after Resulti at Har, Jasak 72. Corazon Roto and Hyunnon Cipher have exited the pits and are currently in 15th place. Resulti at Har and Jasak 72 are currently 4th, 0.2 seconds behind Midnight Black for 2-3 in 3rd. MYST 149 and Shondai 101 are in 6th place, 0.5 seconds behind Buxizero from Team Quark Express in 5th. Midnight Black for 2-3 entered the pits while in 3rd, and Buxizero exited the pits in 5th. Duff Dad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton is now entering the pits in 7th place. In the race so far, Duff Dad entered the pits in 5th, Wag is leading, Sputnik NZ and Suzail Maz moved up to 5th, Midnight Black for 2-3 exited the pits in 8th, and Judas Mocha Blunt and Newcambuchan are in 2nd place. Throughout the race, teams Quark Express and Remember Sir Isaac Newton made pit stops with drivers Buxizero and Duff Dad exiting in positions 10 and 11 respectively. Meanwhile, Midnight Black for 2-3 exited the pits in position 9. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun overtook Buxizero for 10th place, while Hugged 03 and RR Raphael are trailing closely behind Omin Sunmeyer in 17th position. In the race, Hugged 03 and RR Raphael overtook Amin San and Meyer for position 17. Buxizero from Team Quark Express is currently 0.5 seconds behind Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose, DeGun in position 10. Lastly, Judas Mocha Blunt and Newcambuchan are exiting the pits in position 2 and currently hold that position. Neo Texum and V4L3N are currently in 8th, due to Smoker Blunt and Newcambocken were joining in 2nd after pit stop. MYST149 and Hyundai 101 exiting pits now in 4th, Chorus and Roto and Hyunmin Siffer in 15th. That's the recap on the race so far. Here's a quick recap of what happened in the race so far. Gary, 710, and Laserlost exited the pits in 6th position, while Judah Smoker Blunt and Newcambocken pitted from 4th position. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are currently in 10th position, just ahead of Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express in 11th position. MYST149 and Hyundai 101 also exited the pits in 5th position. That's where things stand at the moment. Keep watching for more updates. In the latest updates, Twix 560 and MD 162 exited the pits in 27th place. Midnight Black for 2-3 made impressive moves, overtaking MYST 149 and Hyundai 101 to secure 7th position. Noga 77 entered the pits in 14th place, while Gary, 710, and Laserlost emerged from the pits in 13th position. That's the current state of the race, folks. Twix 560 and MD 162 exited the pits in position 27. Neo Texum and V4L3N are currently in position 6. Judah Smoker Blunt Newcambocken is leading in position 5. Noga 77 also exited the pits, now in position 16. Amin San and Meyer entered the pits in position 18. Resultiadhar and Jasak 72 also exited the pits in position 2. After exiting the pits, Amin San and Meyer are in 18th position. Resultiadhar and Jasak 72 are also leaving the pits and now in 2nd place. Judah Smoker Blunt and Newcambocken hold the 5th position. White is leading the race. Amin San and Meyer dropped down to 22nd after leaving the pits. Judah Smoker Blunt and Newcambocken passed Lacroix for 4th. Resultiadhar and Jasak 72 exited the pits in 3rd. Amin San and Meyer exited the pits in 22nd. Dufdad moved from 11th to 10th. Resultiadhar and Jasak 72 lost 6th position to MYST 149 and Hyundai 101. Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports exited the pits in position 26, and Lacroix from Team Blast also exited the pits in position 13. Lacroix rejoined the race in 13th after exiting the pits. MYST 149 and Hyundai 101 are battling for 6th place, trailing Midnight Black for 2-3 by 0.4 seconds. Resultiadhar and Jasak 72 are currently in 7th place, 0.4 seconds behind MYST 149 and Hyundai 101. Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports emerged from the pits in 26th position. In this race, Hot Wheels Kid 01 and Amy are currently in 25th position, trailing Bobardo Shongang in 24th. Silver from Lunar Motorsports just exited the pits in 26th place. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are in 8th place, chasing Resulti, Adhar, Jasak 72 in 7th. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express entered and exited the pits, maintaining their position in 19th place. In a swift turn of events, Smurf 20 and Luke Runs entered the pits in 21st position, while Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun held onto 8th place. After exiting the pits, Smurf 20 and Luke Runs remained in 21st position. Buck's Row closed in on Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose DeGun, trailing behind in 9th place. Meanwhile, Koki by 90 and Wayne Train 94 of Team Ferrari fought for 11th position against Duff Dad of Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton. Hey there, Forktastic. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button and joining the fun here on the channel. Your support means the world to me. Buckle up and get ready for some exciting race car action with our amazing AI drivers. Let's see them zoom around those tracks and leave us all in awe. Welcome aboard. Smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes automobile dash symbol. Here's a quick recap of what has happened so far in the race. Electric Mary exited the pits in 22nd, MYST 1 for 9 and Shondai 101 are currently in 6th, Smurf 20 and Luke Runs exited the pits in 25th, Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are in 9th, and Koki by 90 and Wayne Train 94 are in 11th. NYST 1 for 9 and Shondai 101 are chasing Midnight Black for 2-3-4 position 5. Hugged 03 and RRFIL exit the pits in 16th place. Koki by 90 and Wayne Train 94 are in 11th, 4.46 seconds off the fastest lap. Buck's Row is 0.5 seconds behind Rizaldi, Adhar, Jazsak 72 in 8th place. Okyoki 3 and Sir Ihanbot enter and exit the pits in 18th place. In this race, Mukembukum, Paulo Custer 09, Hot Wheel Skid 01, and Amy entered the pits. Sir Ihanbot and Okyoki 3 also pitted but then got passed by Amin-san and Meyer. Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 27th position, trailing Twix 560, MD 162 in 26th. Mukembukum and Paulo Custer 09 have exited the pits and are now in 24th, chasing Smurf 20, Luke Runs in 23rd, Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Amy have also exited the pits and are now in 25th. Rizaldi Adhar and Jazsak 72 is currently in 8th place, trailing Buck's Row from Team Quark Express. Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports overtakes Twix 560, MD 162 for 26th place. Rizaldi Adhar and Jazsak 72 is now chasing Duff Dad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton in 9th place. In this race, Koki by 90 and Wayne Train 94 in a Ferrari started in 11th position. They were trailing Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun who were in 10th place. However, Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun decided to pit, allowing Koki by 90 and Wayne Train 94 to overtake them and move up to 10th position. Currently, Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are in 11th place. In the race, Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun exited the pits twice. Duff Dad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton is currently in 8th place. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express is in 7th place, trailing NYST 149, Hyundai 101 in 6th by 0.5 seconds. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun just exited the pits in 13th place. Currently in position 13, we have Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun. In 7th place, NYST 149 and Hyundai 101 are just 0.3 seconds ahead of Duff Dad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton in 8th place. However, Duff Dad was 3.7 seconds faster than NYST 149 and Hyundai 101 last lap. NYST 149 and Hyundai 101 are now behind by just 0.1 seconds. In the race, Amin Santmeyer overtook Okyoki 3 and Sir Ironboff for 19th position. Duff Dad trailed Buck's Row in 7th place. Runitz Planetnik was chasing Corazon Roto Thuman Siffer for 14th place. Okyoki 3 and Sir Ironboff currently hold the 20th position, with 13.736 seconds behind the fastest lap. In this race, Runitz Planetnik is currently in 15th place, with a gap of 0.2 seconds behind Corazon Roto Thuman Siffer in 14th. Meanwhile, Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Amy are in 25th place, trailing 0.3 seconds behind Nikambukum, Paulo Custer 09 in 24th. The Pagani driven by Corazon Roto Thuman Siffer is still hanging onto 15th place, but was outpaced by Runitz Planetnik by 1.0 seconds on the previous lap. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Amy are currently in 25th place. Kokubai 90 and Wayna Train 94 are in 10th position. Electric Mary is in 22nd place. Sputnik NZ and Suzayo Mas have just exited the pits in 2nd place. Sputnik NZ and Suzayo Mas are currently in 2nd position after exiting the pits. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express is in 6th position with a best lap of 2:02.029. Resultiat Har and Jasak 72 are in 10th position, trailing Kokubai 90, Wayna Train 94 by 0.1 seconds. In the race, Resultiat Har and Jasak 72 overtook Kokubai 90 and Wayna Train 94 for 9th place. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is currently in 22nd position, 0.4 seconds behind Bobardo Shorngang in 21st. Kokubai 90 and Wayna Train 94 are currently in 10th place, 0.2 seconds behind Resultiat Har and Jasak 72 in 9th. Sputnik NZ and Suzayo Mas exited the pits in 5th position. Several position changes have occurred. Kokubai 90 and Wayna Train 94 passed Resultiat Har and Jasak 72 for 9th place. Gary 710 and Laserlost exited the pits in 11th place. Biflashar and Superlacroix made a pit stop and remained in 18th place. Duff Dad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton currently holds 6th place. Kokubai 90 and Wayna Train 94 are currently in 10th place, trailing Resulti, Adhar, Jasak 72 by 0.2 seconds. Duff Dad is in 6th place, trailing Buck's Row by 0.4 seconds. Runitz Planetnik has entered the pits in 14th place. Gary, 710, and Laserlost have exited the pits in 14th place. Biflashar and Superlacroix exiting the pits in 22p. Gary, 710, and Laserlost exiting the pits in 14p. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 currently in 10th place, chasing Wizaldi, Adhar, Jazak 72 in 9p. Runit's Planetnik also exiting the pits in 15p. Dufdad in 6th position, trailing Buckseyes Row in 5p. Exciting race so far. In the race, Runit's Planetnik is in 15th place, while Twix 560 and MD 162 are battling for 27th position, trailing Silver from Team Luna Motorsports. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Amy are currently in 25th place, chasing Nukembukim, Paulo Custer 09 in 24th position. Midnight Black for 2-3 is closing in on Neo Texan, V4L3NA for 3rd place. Meanwhile, Silver is trailing Twix 560, MD 162, aiming for a higher position. Midnight Black for 2-3 overtakes Neo Texan, V4L3NA for 3rd. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Amy trailing Nukembukim, Paulo Custer 09 in 25th. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 chasing Wizaldi, Adhar, Jazak 72 in 10th. Okyoki 3 and Sir Ironbot are in 19th place, trailing Amin Sanmeyer in 18th. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 sit in 10th place, chasing Wizaldi, Adhar, Jazak 72 in 9th. Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports occupies 27th place, closely behind Twix 560, MD 162 in 26th. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 have entered the pits in 10th place. Sputnik NZ and Cezayel Mas hold 7th position, 1.6 seconds ahead of MYST 1 for 9, Shondai 101 in 8th. White is leading, just 0.1 second ahead of Judas Mokablunt Nukembukim in 2nd. Corazon Roto and Funon Ziffer are in 14th, trailing Gary, 710, Laserlost by 0.3 seconds. In this race, Nukembukim and Paulo Custer 09 are currently 24th and 0.4 seconds ahead of Hot Wheels Skid 01, Amy in 25th position. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 exited the pits in 10th but are now in 11th. They lost 11th place to Blackhawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose to Gun. Bo Bardo and Shongang are entering the pits in 21st position. Meanwhile, Buckseyes Row from Team Quark Express is currently in 5th place. In this race, Bo Bardo and Shongang exited the pits in position 21. White made an impressive pass to take the lead, surpassing Judas Mokablunt and Nukembukim. Dufdad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton is currently 4th, closely followed by Buckseyes Row from Team Quark Express in 5th. Sputnik NZ and Cezayel Mas are chasing Buckseyes Row for that 5th position. Bo Bardo and Shongang exited the pits in position 25. Neo Texan and V4L3N are in 4th place, ahead of Buckseyes Row from Team Quark Express in 5th. MYST149 and Hyundai 101 are in 6th place, right behind Neo Texan, V4L3NA. Sputnik NZ Suzail is currently in 4th place. Noga 77 is chasing Runit's Planetnik for 15th position. Neo Texan and V4L3N are in a battle with MYST149 and Hyundai 101 for 5th position. MYST149 and Hyundai 101 successfully overtook Neo Texan and V4L3N for the 5th position. Here's a recap of what has happened in the race so far. Sputnik NZ Suzail is currently 5th, just ahead of Neo Texan. V4L3NA Buck's Row from Team Quark Express is in 6th place. Duvdad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton has just completed a pit stop and is now in 3rd place. Midnight Black 423 is currently in 2nd place. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express has also completed a pit stop and is back on track in 6th place. Neo Texan and V4L3N overtook Sputnik NZ Suzail for 4th place. Hugged 03 and RA Raphael exited the pits in 17th position. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express also left the pits and is currently in 8th. Duvdad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton emerged from the pits in 7th place. Wipe is holding the 13th position. Hugged 03 and RA Raphael exited the pits in 17th position. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express exited the pits in 8th position and currently holds that position. Neo Texan and V4L3N are in 4th position, 0.5 seconds behind MYST149. Hyundai 101 in 3rd position, with MYST149, Hyundai 101 being 2.0 seconds faster on the last lap. Hugged 03 and RA Raphael exited the pits in 19th position. Corazon Roto and Hyunon Cipher also exited the pits in 14th position. Neo Texan and V4L3N are currently in 4th position. Judah Smoker Blunt and Nukem Buckham entered the pits while in 1st position, but retained their lead. And Buck's Row from Team Quark Express is currently in 8th place. In this race, Corazon Roto and Hyunon Cipher exited the pits in 14th position. Meanwhile, Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Amy also left the pits, but in 23rd position. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are currently in 11th position, just 0.2 seconds behind Koki by 90, Wayne Train 94 in 10th. Lastly, Judah Smoker Blunt and Nukem Buckham exited the pits and are currently in 6th place. Judah Smoker Blunt and Nukem Buckham exited the pits in 6th position. Sputnik NZ and Suzail are in 4th place, trailing Neo Texan, V4L3NA by 0.4 seconds. Wipe is in 13th position, behind Gary, 710, Laserlost by 0.3 seconds. Hot Wheels skid 0-1 and Amy exited the pits in 25th place. Sputnik NZ and Cesare Maz are currently 0.2 seconds behind Neo Texum, V4L3NA in 3rd place. During the race, Wyke moved from 13th to 12th position. Okyoki 3 and Sir Ironbot overtook Amin Sanmeyer for 17th place. Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose, DeGun closed in on Lacroix from Team Blast. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 chased down Black Hawk Shazam 1, Steve Rose, DeGun for 10th position. And Midnight Black for 2-3 exited the pits in 1st place. Midnight Black for 2-3 is leading the race, while Bo Bardo and Sean Gang are in last place. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are currently 10th, trailing Lacroix from Team Blast by 0.3 seconds. Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 are right behind them in 11th place, trailing by 0.4 seconds. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are currently in 10th place, just 0.1 seconds ahead of Kokubai 90 and Wayne Train 94 in 11th. Midnight Black for 2-3 exited the pits and is now in 5th, while also passing Duff Dad for 6th. Sputnik NZ and Cesare Maz are in 3rd. In this race, Neo Texum and V4L3N are currently in 3rd place with a slight lead over Risoldi, Adhar, Jazak 72 in 4th. Meanwhile, Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun have exited the pits and are currently in 11th position. And Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Amy, driving a Chevrolet, are currently in 25th place. Neo Texum and V4L3N are currently in 4th place, trailing Risoldi, Adhar, Jazak 72 by 0.5 seconds. Wyke is in 12th place, with a best lap time of 1:58.300. Hugged 03 and R.A. Raphael are in 18th place, trailing Amin Sanmeyer by 0.5 seconds. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun have just exited the pits in 13th place. Electric Mary is behind Okyoki 3, Sir Ironbot in position 19, Wyke trails behind Gary, 710, Laserlost in position 11. Noga 77 enters the pits in 15th place. Amin San and Meyer are in 18th position. Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently 27th, 0.5 behind Twix 560, MD 162 in position 26. Wyke is currently position 12, 0.3 behind Gary, 710, Laserlost in position 11. Noga 77 is exiting the pits in position 16. Position 11, Gary, 710, and Laserlost are 0.4 ahead of Wyke. Position 16, Noga 77 just exited the pits. Position 8, Bucks Row is 0.5 behind Dovdad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton in position 7. In the race, Gary, 710, and Laserlost are currently in 12th position, while Bucks Row from Team Quark Express is in 8th position, trailing Dovdad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton. NYST 149 and Hyundai 101 are currently in the lead after exiting the pits. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 12th position, trailing Lacroix from Team Blast in 11th. Bucksizero from Team Quark Express is in 8th place, closely behind Duffdad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton in 7th. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 12th, 0.3 seconds behind Lacroix from Team Blast in 11th. Wipe is in 11th, also 0.3 seconds behind Lacroix in 10th. NYST 149 and Hyundai 101 just exited the pits and are currently in 6th place. NYST 149 and Hyundai 101 exited the pits in position 8. Wipe is chasing Lacroix for position 10, trailing by 0.4 seconds. Bucksizero is closing in on Duffdad for position 6, with a 0.5 second gap. Lacroix is attempting to overtake Wipe, who was faster by 0.7 seconds on the previous lap. Biflashar and Super Lacroix are in 23rd position, trailing Newcombuckham, Paulocaster 09 in 22nd place. Bucksizero from Team Quark Express is chasing Duffdad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton in 6th place. Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports is behind Twix 560, MD 162 in 26th place. Bucksizero from Team Quark Express maintains 7th position, closing in on Duffdad in 6th place. Twix 560 and MD 162 pitted and dropped to 26th. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are in 12th, chasing Lacroix in 11th. Twix 560 and MD 162 returned from the pits in 27th. Bucksizero is in 7th, trailing Duffdad in 6th. In the race, Gary, 710, and Laserlost are currently 12th. Duffdad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton is 7th, trailing behind Bucksizero from Team Quark Express in 6th. Twix 560 and MD 162 just exited the pits in 27th position. Biflashar and Super Lacroix are currently in 23rd place with a best lap time of 2:12.080, which is 13.780 seconds slower than the fastest lap. In the race, Lacroix from Team Blast passed Gary, 710, and Laserlost for 11th position. Gary, 710, and Laserlost are currently in 12th position, 0.4 seconds behind Lacroix from Team Blast. Biflashar and Super Lacroix are currently 23rd, 0.5 seconds behind Newcombuckham, Paulocaster 09 in 22nd position. Amin San and Meyer entered the pits in 18th position and exited the pits in the same position. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express also exited the pits in 20th position. Duffdad from Team Remember Sir Isaac Newton is currently in 7th position with a best lap of 2:01.441, 3.141 seconds off the fastest lap. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express exited the pits in position 20. Wipe is currently in 10th place. Amin San and Meyer also exited the pits in position 20. Runitz Planetnik is currently in 15th place. Runitz Planetnik also exited the pits in position 15. Newcambuchan and Paulo Coster 09 are currently in 22nd place. In the race, Amin San and Meyer exited the pits in 19th position. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express followed in 20th. Biflashar and Super Lacroix are currently in 23rd, 1.4 seconds behind Newcambuchan, Paulo Coster 09 who is in 22nd. Meanwhile, Lacroix from Team Blast entered the pits in 12th position. Lacroix from Team Blast is in 12th. Neo Texum and V4L3N are holding 3rd. Runitz Planetnik exited pits in 16th. Newcambuchan and Paulo Coster 09, driving a Lamborghini, are currently in 22nd position, trailing Electric Mary from Team Quark Express by 0.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Lacroix from Team Blast has just exited the pits and is now in 12th position. Lacroix from Team Blast exited the pits in 12p. Wipe is chasing Koki by 90, Wayne Train 94 and 9p. Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports exited the pits in 26p. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are trailing Lacroix in 12p. In this race, Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports entered the pits and later exited in 26th position. White is currently in 10th place, behind Koki by 90, Wayne Train 94 and 9th. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are in 13th place, trailing Lacroix from Team Blast in 12th. In the race, Newcambuchan and Paulo Coster 09 are currently in 23rd place, just 0.1 seconds behind Biflashar Super Lacroix in 22nd place. Silver from Team Lunar Motorsports has just exited the pits in 26th place. Black Hawk Shazam 1 and Steve Rose DeGun are currently in 13th place, 0.5 seconds behind Lacroix from Team Blast in 12th place. Sputnik NZ and Cesario Mas are leading the race in first place with a best lap time of 1:59.850, 1.550 seconds off the fastest lap. Hey there, Cesario Mas. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Your support means a lot to me and helps me bring more exciting content to everyone. Let's buckle up and enjoy the thrilling race together. Automobile dash symbol. In the race, Sputnik NZ and Cesario Mas secured the first position. Neo Texum and V4L3N came in second place, while Judas Mocha Blunt and Newcambuchan took the third spot. Midnight Black 423 made it to 4th place. Corazon Roto and Human Cipher finished in 14th position, while Hugged 03 and RR Raphael finished in 17th. Okyoki 3 and Sarayan Bot finished last in 18th place. In the race, Wipe finished 8th, Koka by 90 and Wayne Train 94 finished 9th. Gary, 710, and Laserlost finished 10th. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express finished 20th, Biflashar and Super Lacroix finished 21st, Newcambuchan and Paulo Coster 09 finished 22nd. Milka 77 finished in 15th position. In the recent race, Twix 560 and MD 162 finished in 26th position, while Silver from Team Uno Motorsports came in 27th. Runit's Planet Nick secured the